So you might have just gotten your first Harley Davidson, or you've had one for a while, and now you're thinking to yourself, I want to mod this thing, but how much are the first mods actually going to cost me? Well, I've got 6 basically free modifications that anyone can do to their bike from the comfort of their own home, and all you're going to need for this is some basic hand tools and a little bit of know-how. So sit back and get ready for some modification inspiration. This is the Whiskey Throttle Club. Let's jump into it. So straight out of the gate, the first mod that I'm going to show you how to do today is a pretty common one that most people do, and this one's going to be a mirror flip. Basically what this is taking your mirrors off, swapping sides and fastening them in from underneath. So the mirror actually sits under your handlebar. So for modification number 2, what we're going to be doing is removing the front fork reflectors. Now for this, all you're going to need is a heat gun and some fishing line, and if you don't have that, steal your missus' hairdryer and use a little bit of dental floss. So what you do with this one is you heat the reflector up, and then with your fishing line, you saw down behind it to pop that reflector off. If you want to see how this is actually done, check out this video where I remove the front reflectors off my Street 500. So modification number 3 is removing the rear belt guards. Now this one is a little bit more frowned upon because obviously your belt guards are there for a reason. But if you want to take the gamble, take these ones off and it'll clean up the back end of the bike just that little bit. Now modification number 4 is where things get a little bit more difficult. This one's going to be a wire tuck. Basically what you're doing is tucking all these wires from under here up underneath your tank. I do need to mention that this one is generally done with a tank rise as well, but you can buy the tank risers online for under $10, plus say $10 for the automotive electrical tape. For a $20 mod, this one isn't too bad, and it's going to clear up all the space underneath your tank here. If you guys want to see me put together a $20 mod or under, or a $50 mod and under video, let me know in the comments below and I'll see if I can make it happen. Now, modification number 5 is probably one of my favourites, and it's lowering your front fender. Now, obviously you can go the full chopper look and just take the bolts out and remove the front guard completely, but what you can also do is run a bit of hose over the top of your wheel, undo the bolts so that the fender sits down on the hose that's sitting on top of your wheel, and then you mark your holes, re-drill holes in your fender mounts, bolt it back up, and then once you take that hose out, you know that you've got enough clearance between your front wheel and your fender that your fender's not going to rub, and off you go. Now for lucky last, number 6. Now this one is flipping your headlight. Now obviously I've got this square headlight which I've made a bracket up for, but the stock headlight has one bolt making it a top mount. Now if you take that off and you drill a hole in your triple tree, you can feed that one through and have a bottom mounted headlight, which will also change the look of your bike. If there's any other free mods that you guys know of, throw them in the comments below so everyone can give them a crack. And if you want, check out this playlist of all the mods that I've done to my bike. Thanks for watching, I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.